Hello, my beautiful friends out there, and welcome back. We're here doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we are doing lesson number 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. Ooh, this is a wonderful add-on to yesterday's thought about I'm never upset for the reason I think. So we're going deep. The exercises with this idea are very similar to the preceding ones. Again, it is necessary to name both the form of the upset, anger, fear, worry, depression, and so on, and the perceived source very specifically for any application of the idea. For example, I am angry at my partner because I see something that is not there. I am worried about money because I see something that is not there. Today's idea is useful for application to anything that seems to upset you. You can profitably be used throughout the day for that purpose. However, the 3 or 4 practice periods which are required should be preceded by a minute or so of mind searching as before, and the application of the idea to each upsetting thought uncovered in the search. Again, if you resist applying the idea to some upsetting thought more than others, remind yourself of the 2 cautions stated in the previous lesson. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. And I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. So that is lesson 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. So what's happening here is we're being shown that from the Course in Miracles perspective, okay, we're manufacturing our own bad feelings, our own suffering, essentially, okay? And then you're giving yourself a justification. We have a story attached to it. So a little correction I want to make from yesterday's explanation. What Jesus is saying in the Course in Miracles is those emotions that we're manufacturing inside of ourselves, that is the form. And then we provide the content, I guess you could say, like the story is another way of saying it. So literally, you could just be, walking outside and I can hear the waves at the beach right near me. It's still dark, so I don't see the sun, but I can look at the moon. I could just be in that experience, but then the mind starts going. So it's possible that I could be in that beautiful experience and then all of a sudden my mind reminds me of something from the past or something that's bothering me right now, even though it probably is also the past because it's not in the present moment. But so then that thought comes and then I start feeling anger, jealousy, fear, shame, anxiety, depression, right? And so that's a manufactured thing. Nothing's happening to me in the present moment, but I'm, getting myself worked up. And that's the point, okay? Something that isn't there means you're not in the present, you're totally unaware of the other emotions that you could be experiencing, like bliss, happiness, joy, love, excitement. There's you can manufacture those as well, right? But in most cases, in the Western mind at least, we choose that other list of emotions that are lower vibrational. They drag you down, they lower your energy, they don't make you feel very loving and trusting with the world. So this is an excellent way for you to start to see how you're causing your own suffering. Now, one thing I do want to say, because I have experienced many different modalities of healing, and for example, breath work. Breath work is a wonderful, amazing way to discover what is buried beneath the surface. But you're not ruminating in a breathwork session. You're just focusing on your breathing. The practitioner is constantly telling you, focus on your breathing. And what happens is, while you're breathing, things come up. Now, you're not intentionally sitting there looking for something and pointing something out. Yes, we all have things, memories, traumas, different things stored in our energy bodies. And when you're doing a healing practice like breath work, these things may come to the surface. However, it's not because you went looking for it and you're using it as an excuse. It feels like it comes up naturally. And then as that emotion comes, the sadness, the anger, whatever, you express it in the context of the breath work. And then in the context of the breath work, you're shown how to let it go. Your practitioner helps you let it go. So it's just a little bit of a difference between these two, because the Course is telling you to scan your mind for the things that you're doing to yourself on a regular basis, whereas breath work is you just allow the subconscious mind to pull these things up without your direct pointing at them or grabbing for them, if that makes sense. Either way, we're still going deep into our minds. I think it's excellent if you're practicing the lessons of A Course in Miracles and somatic healing or breath work, because you're just hitting it in all different angles. Because at the end of the day, we have stuff that is buried inside of us and it's causing us suffering. So whatever method that you can use to release it and send it back is excellent. So continue on with all of your deep diving in whatever way that you're doing it. And remember that while we are focusing on anger, worry, depression, anxiety, fear, judgment, shame, there's a whole list of other amazing emotions and feelings and vibrations that we can be operating on as we sweep up all this dirt that's in the corners of our minds. So be positive, be optimistic. Doing this practice is amazing for you. I promise you. You're gonna get so much out of this. You could be triggered, you could get frustrated, but stick with it. And remember, these lessons here, 3 or 4 times a day, that's it. And as we move on, it's gonna continue to open and get a little bit more interesting. But this is the foundation. This is where the work is done, is in these little corners of the mind that seem like they're dominating your life right now. And hopefully that will change for you very soon. So thank you for your participation. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Today's my last day in Puerto Rico, so this little background that I've been working with, we're gonna have a different situation starting tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then.